You know that feeling? Like you're just drowning in AI predictions every single day? Well, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to give you a really simple, but honestly super powerful tool to filter out all that noise. It's called the 12-month filter, and it helps you focus on what actually matters.
Okay, so this really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's a fantastic rule of thumb, and it can save you a ton of wasted time and, frankly, a lot of anxiety. But you might be wondering, is it just a clever line, or is there something real to it? Well, as we're about to see, the evidence is actually surprisingly strong.
All right, first things first, let's really define what the problem is here. I call it the AI prediction problem. It's that constant stream of headlines, right? The ones that make the future sound incredible one minute and absolutely terrifying the next. If you follow tech news at all, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I mean, every single day, we're just bombarded with these wild headlines. AI is going to take all the jobs by 2030, or superintelligence is right around the corner. The thing is, most of this stuff isn't actionable. You can't do anything with it. And a lot of the time, it's just flat out wrong. All it really does is create this constant low-level hum of anxiety. And that's the real challenge, isn't it? How do you filter through all that noise without needing to be some kind of AI expert yourself? It can feel like you need a PhD just to tell what's real and what's science fiction. But what if? What if there was a simpler way? A little mental model you could just apply instantly to pretty much any AI claim you come across.
So if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, this brings us to this really elegant idea at the heart of our whole discussion today, the 12-month filter. And the best part is, it's a concept that's incredibly easy to understand, and you can start using it like right away. So here's the core of it. The big idea is that tech executives, the people running these AI companies, have a really clear view of what their teams are about to release. They know what's in the pipeline. That makes their predictions for the next, say, 6 to 12 months incredibly reliable. But anything beyond that? Well, even they are pretty much just guessing.
And this comparison here just lays it all out so clearly. Look, on the left, you've got the near term, anything less than a year away. This is where the gold is. This is the stuff you can actually use. But on the right, you've got the far term. We're talking 5 years or more out. And that's mostly just noise, pure speculation. The whole trick is just knowing which side of the line a prediction falls on.
Let's look at a perfect case study. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI. This timeline just shows the pattern in action. His predictions for what was going to happen within a year have been, well, shockingly accurate. He said AI would write code. It happened. He said it would pass the bar exam. Boom, it happened. But his big long-term predictions, like automating most jobs by 2030, you see, those are still just speculation. And using our filter, they're the kind of thing you can safely ignore, at least for now.
And just to be clear, this isn't just about one guy. This same exact pattern, really good on short-term predictions and kind of all over the place on the long-term stuff, it applies to basically every major leader in tech. We're talking Elon Musk, Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, the list goes on. It's just how forecasting works when a field is moving this fast.
Okay, so I think we all get the concept now, but now comes the most important part, actually putting this filter to work. Let's break down a super practical guide that you can start using, like today.
Here it is. It's so simple. From now on, anytime you see an AI prediction, just ask yourself one question. What's the time horizon? If it's under 12 months, lean in, take it seriously. If it's 1 to 3 years out, okay, treat it as uncertain but possible. 3 to 5, it's just a possibility. But if it's over 5 years, you can safely ignore it. Not because it's a lie, but because it's just not a good use of your mental energy right now. And honestly, this is so liberating. It means you can just stop trying to guess what's going to happen in 2045. You can stop worrying about conscious AI or robot takeovers. I mean, those are fun things to think about for sure, but they are not helping you figure out the changes that are happening right here, right now.
So what should you be paying attention to? Well, this is the good stuff. This is what the people actually building this tech are saying is very likely to happen in the next year. We're talking about AI agents that can handle tasks for you on the web, AI that can process and summarize long videos or documents, and personal AI assistants that actually have memory. These are the changes you want to be ready for.
And, if you've been around for a few tech hype cycles, this whole pattern probably feels really familiar. Just think back to the dot-com bubble, or the early predictions about the smartphone. The short-term stuff from the people actually building it, usually pretty spot on. The grand 5-year-plus visions, a total mixed bag. This is the exact same thing playing out again.
All right, that brings us to our final section,
It's your turn to filter. Because look, the best way to know if a mental tool like this really works is to actually try it out for yourself.
So here's a little challenge for you. For the next week, just 7 days, try to be a really conscious consumer of AI news. Every time you see an article, a post, a video making some big claim, just stop and check the timeline. Are they talking about the next 12 months, or are they talking about 2035? If it's the latter, just close the tab. I promise you are not missing out on anything you need to act on today.
So what do you think the ratio will be? My bet is that you're going to discover that a massive amount of the AI content out there is aimed squarely at that speculative, far-off future. And once you start noticing it, you really can't unsee it.
And that really is the perfect final thought, isn't it? Give this filter a real try. You might just surprise yourself with how much clearer the world of AI starts to look, and maybe, more importantly, how much of your own valuable attention you get back. And that's all for this one.